want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You're curious.
Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it feels. It's safe here. It's calm here.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
Dillion is in there.
Don't forget.
You can feel it. You need the runes to find Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
He cares about you.
You can feel he's close.
He loves you.
Calling you. Dillion. Dillion, wait.
Open the gate. She can't.
Open the gate.
It's locked.
Try harder.
She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She will. Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through it.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
You always let him
Where
in.
is he?
Where is he going?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senna explored new paths into the unknown.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys them.
She thought she had light within her. She is pure darkness. Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Do you remember what love feels like? You've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the dark world. Without you.
Should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
There he is.
Where are you taking him?
He's up there. There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. She was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past.
You are guilty.
And Dillian. Her future.
Was it worth it?
Two realities tearing at her soul.
Goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed.
Do you know?
And for this,
Was it worth it?
Huth is slain.
Alive and Dillian's dead.
Does it deserve to be dead? How does that make you feel? Wasting your
You have no time for this. Speed up.
These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
You're cursed. Dillian, you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Strangled him.
Dillian saved you.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
What they're all about wasting your time, just delay. Minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can
They mean nothing.
being special. It could all be a waste of her time.
If the gods are just toying.
Playing.
What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time. You have no chance of ever again.
The curse grows.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giant hound. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within. He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him? You broke him. You killed him.
I couldn't see the darkness within you.
Things that are most precious to you.
Dillian didn't deserve this.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hel and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder...
Because he believed in you.
You have no chance of ever again. You killed
Dillian!
Very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see. And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel. You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. No! No! It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to him. Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. So we fix them by taking away their sight. But you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You'll never know which way it's going to go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?